Welcome to Market Like a Hot Shot, episode 29.
29.
James Feudo!
We're one away from the big 3-0.
The big 3-0. Remember when
Yeah.
back in the day when you were 29 years old?
Yeah.
And you were scared about turning 30?
I know. It was like the big O that
Yeah.
we didn't want to turn.
Like, you're old. You're 30,
Yeah,
right?
30 was a crazy.
And now it's like, you know what? I hate to say this out there to everybody. I'm closer to 60 than I am to 50.
Yeah.
Scares the heck out of me.
It's wild.
It's wild, man. You know, it's like, I mean, I can like enroll in Medicare soon, you know, and collect Social Security. It's kind of wild thinking that like that.
When you start getting the AARP packet in the mail.
I actually already do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, AARP's some good deals. I went to this pickleball seminar through AARP.
Nice.
And I was the youngest person there. I felt like, they're like, young man. I was like, oh, thank you. You call me young man, you know?
Isn't it funny when you go places and you're like one of the younger people there?
And
It's
you
like,
have to be 56 years old.
Yeah.
So, yeah, well,
Okay.
the year in review. So here we are, last episode of 2025.
Yeah.
It's, you know, who would have thought 7 months ago that we would be sitting here on episode 29?
I can't believe it. I mean, it's funny, and I think we talked about this maybe in episode 1, or at least in our live episode. I don't know if that got actually put out there on the internet, or if it was something we just talked about with the live audience that we had. But yeah, it was an idea that you and I had kind of bounced off each other, I think, early in the summer.
Yeah.
And then we're like, what the heck, let's do it. So
We just put this all together here, you know, the video, you know, the software, and a couple mics here. I don't know if these things did it even work?
the first time we used for the first few episodes, actually, they didn't.
They were just here for show.
Yeah.
To make us look cool, right?
Yeah, we'll actually admit that. I think we did on our behind-the-scenes video that we did with Reagan a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I miss Reagan today. Where's Reagan?
Yeah, Reagan's off on break, so she'll be back first week or two of the year.
So
the
won't
new
see
year.
Reagan until next year.
Yeah, so we won't see
Shout
her
out to
till next year.
Reagan. She's a rock star.
And actually, I want to do a quick shout-out to some of the interns that helped us get this thing going. So Isaiah, Zach, Izzy, Amber, Paulina, we've had some amazing people help us along the way.
Now we have AI. How you going to think AI?
Yeah.
Well,
really. AI isn't helping us with this today,
it's not making me look younger on this thing, you know?
I know. We need to get those AI filters, right?
Yeah. Make me look like a model, you know?
So here we are, episode 29, which is Win 2026, like a hotshot.
Win 2026.
So if my math is correct, that means episode 82, right?
Will be next year.
Yeah, will be Win 2027. Like
Win
a
27,
hotshot.
and then so
look
on
for
and
that
so
one.
on and so on, right?
Yeah, well, it's going to be funny when we start listening to this and it's like 2029 or 2030.
Imagine we're 80, and we're on episode 426.
That'd be cool.
And the episodes seem to get shorter. They're only 8 minutes long.
Yeah.
We fall asleep.
We'll be like, what was that? What we were talking about? By then AI will be doing it, and
there'll be pseudo Jeffs and James here.
Yeah.
It won't even be the real.
It'll be our 25-year-old selves on the thing. So, what are some of the things we're going to talk about today in this monumental episode?
We'll do a 2025 year in review,
Yeah.
how we got here. And then, of course, what's the last episode of the year without New Year's resolutions, right?
Right.
And then some hot shot tips on how to kick off 2026 strong.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, we have tons of tips. I mean, if you've
do.
listened to some of our previous episodes, I've been getting some great feedback from some of my colleagues on some of the tips that we've been provided. So more to come in 2026.
And you said somebody reached out to you because they found you through the podcast on Spotify, which is really cool.
Yeah, that's how networking works, right? Networking works that way. So this year, what besides winging it, we got on the plane, we built the plane.
We did.
And started flying it. And we're still building it. It's like that agile approach, right?
Yeah.
So this year, what would you say some of your highlights this year?
My highlights for the year, we had an incredible summer. We called it the summer of content, and again, a big shout out to Izzy and Amber and the rest of our content team that's helped out this year. We were cranking stuff out. I had people reaching out to me. I love your social media. I love all this stuff, and then I'm like, I know it's just, and they kicked it up a notch. So they helped us grow. So that was a huge thing for us. I'm thinking I know what your big.
What was my big thing this year?
Besides
starting this podcast?
So your big thing, I would say, was AMA president. I think that was huge for the Boston chapter, and you've had a ton of successful events with AMA Boston, and the award that the
Gold Award. Yeah, we got the Gold Chapter Award.
We got the Gold Award,
which shout out to Emily Cacuzo, previous president, that kind of set the framework for that. And we're a gold chapter. I mean, Boston's a gold city. If you really think about how Boston is as a place to just be out there in the professional world, and I think that's a testament to it. Another big tool that's based in Boston that I love is Alignable.
Mm-hmm.
That's another. If you're a small business, you got to get on alignable.com. Yeah. Kudos to that.
And Jeff knows just a little bit about Alignable because what is it, your third or fourth year in a row where you a local businessman? Yeah. It's insane how well you've been doing with that. So that's excellent.
It's a great tool for your folks out there. But you have to go into the year. We went into this year. We didn't have a perfect plan.
Right.
We've been doing experiments as we've been doing these podcasts. So if you're thinking about doing a podcast out there, I know we have some clips, some of those little those clips that we put out on TikTok and Instagram.
Yeah, we've got
Reels.
the reels that the team has put together on that, which are really cool. I like the trailer that we did for last episode.
But what worked this year, honestly, as a recap, is consistency. Yeah. We haven't missed a week yet.
Right.
We haven't. I think we're having some good conversations. So you want to have good conversations with people.
And the conversations are real. I think that's what's really important for people to understand is we don't edit out the ums and ahs for those of you in Toastmasters.
Do I do an and ah?
I don't think you do them nearly as bad as I do them. And as someone that was a Toastmasters club president, it's completely unacceptable that I'm doing that.
Yeah, I did Toastmasters. Now it's like 14 years ago I did Toastmasters.
Yeah, I think I joined in 2002, I want to say, initially, and I was part of 3 or 4
I think I was still in high school in 2002. No, I'm kidding.
I wish, right?
So, what didn't work? We wing it. And when we say we wing it, sometimes we have the script. You're like, Jeff, here's the script. Oh, let's go record. 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's like, we review the notes. And we've talked about this in our behind the scenes. We come up with some notes for stuff for us to talk about, and it's good because it keeps us on track. Otherwise, our conversations would just take tangent after tangent. It'd be like you and I sitting out on the green watching a concert for 3 hours.
I miss those days, man.
I know.
Another cold day here in Massachusetts. It's like I drive by the green right now. It's actually brown.
Oh, my goodness.
Because the grass is all dead.
But, hey, at least you've got that new car with the heated seats.
And, hey, for the summer,
they're going to be
cooling seats.
I'm going to be loving that when we drive into Venture Cafe this summer.
Yeah, the top down. No, there's no top. There's a sunroof.
That's all. Yeah. Oh, you got I didn't realize you had
the moonroof. You got to have a car with a moonroof.
I have not been in the new Jeff Mobile yet, but I'm looking forward to it. Jeff always drives us into the city because, number one, he can do it without Waze.
Yep, Waze is up here.
Number two, his Accord is a lot easier to park than my truck and to get around. So
yeah. Hey, Honda Accords, nothing like Hondas, man.
Yeah, I think that garage we parked in for the AMA event, I don't think my truck, I think it would have ripped.
Yeah, you would have touched the ceiling.
Yeah, would have scratched the ceiling.
So that's 2025, tons of events. I think we did, between Mass Professional Networking, Little Roadie Professional Networking, AMA Boston, I think it was like 46 events this year.
Holy smokes.
And then, of course, I attend Venture Cafe. I think I got my number up to like 73.
Yeah.
That's not just the past year. It's just the 3 years now that I've been going to Venture Cafe, which I'm hoping we'll get one of these babies up in Venture and do some live broadcasts.
That'd be fun to do it live over there.
Talk to Tricia there. So, but one big thing we learned this year is don't plan too far ahead. And people are like, what the heck are you talking about, Jeff? Because didn't you just do a video about planning? We just did one. But I think it's just don't overthink it when you do a podcast. Or it's because I don't know about you, but if you rehearse too much, I think I screw up more.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's some of the things. So here we are. we're not bad for two guys winging this. Yeah, and we're just two former IT guys, now marketing people that are on episode 29.
Yeah. And I know we hate to add up the number, but between the two of us, we've got over 60 years of IT experience, which is insane.
That's insane. Crazy thoughts. But So let's talk about the new year. I know we always go by quarter, Q1. Q1, everyone wants to have a strong Q1.
Right.
Just like you want to end Q4 great. Like I had a really good month on the recruiting side, which was good to end strong. You have to pay the bills. But you want to get stronger in 2026. So I'm going to ask James first here. What's some of the things you're going to be focusing on? And this is, we don't want to talk about ourselves too much, but it's just give an idea. Here's a business owner. Yeah. This is what James is doing to get into the new year.
One of the things I'm going to do is I always believe that your health is a solid foundation. It's like the foundation for your house. So when you're not healthy, when you're not alert, when you're dragging in, everybody talks about the hustle, right? And that will grate on you over time. You can't just keep working 80-hour work weeks for months on months on end.
Not good for your mental health.
Not good for your mental. And we'll have an episode about that down the road, probably January.
Probably January, yeah.
But my big thing is that I've made I've fixed a few issues that I've had health-wise this past year. Actually, a major one that I didn't even know I had until March or.
Come on, you hang in there, dude.
Yeah, and it's like that's been huge. So got that one out of the way, and then now there's one more. And one of the things when it comes to health, and not to preach, but you know this pretty well, is that often it's like the same root cause. A lot of your health issues have the same. And it's the same thing with your business. There's a lot of problems that you have that have the same root cause. So that's really what I'm going to focus on in both areas. My health, the root cause of what's causing some of those issues. And then on the business side, the root cause of some of the challenges that I'm having there.
Yeah, and that's the health thing. I'm gonna harp on that because that's your number one in order to be successful in business is to be healthy.
Right.
Go to the gym early. I would say, I'm going to give a little fitness as a hot shot quick here, but go to the gym in the morning. I don't care if people go at night. Wrong. Go in the morning. Have a healthy breakfast. Take your supplements, isotonics, of course. I'm always doing that thing. And eat healthy, 3 meals a day, and get great sleep. And drink lots of water or tea. But just you gotta get in that routine because that's like like you said, that builds the foundation, right? So the health is big, and then of course protecting your energy and avoiding burnout. All of us get burnt out, especially entrepreneurs. The joke about entrepreneurism, is that a word? Is you're giving up your 9 to 5 to work 100 hours a week.
Right.
So what happens, what do you think, is burnout, right? So you have to really double down and, of course your health is big, but also build systems.
Mm-hmm.
Automation, that are going to help support your business while you sleep.
Right.
Because, you want to get good sleep. We just talked about that, right?
Yeah. So for example, this morning I had a new graphic designer help out, join with me. And I was able to show her, here's the systems, here's the standard operating procedures, here's access to everything you need. This is the process. So as you expand your team, or we have a knowledge base. So I run into issues where I'm like, oh, I did this 2 years ago. How do I do it? I go in and I put stuff in the knowledge base, and I can go back and find that. It makes my life so much easier.
That's a good 2026 tip is really to get your knowledge base in place. Of course, AI and all the search and all that is there, but really customize for yourself there.
And one quick, as you mentioned AI, I don't know if you've noticed this, but I feel like AI, the results I think have peaked. I was really, really impressed with it a couple months ago.
Yeah.
But now I feel like the results I'm getting back when I use it aren't quite as good as they used to be.
Yeah, you have to, it's almost like you have to be a teacher, right? And check the work.
Well, the other thing, too, is I was reading an article this morning about Salesforce, and I believe they laid off 4,000 people and replaced them with.
What else is new?
It's like that's all you hear about is layoffs with all of these, but larger companies. But they, I read an article this morning about how they replaced them with AI agents and
Like bots, right?
yeah. And what they found is that the LLMs aren't. They were a little bit too optimistic about how well these LLMs were. So I thought that was an interesting article, and it's just something to kind of think about when you're planning out your next year. Don't rely as heavily on AI as I think a lot of businesses do.
Yeah, don't be that executive that's like reading some tech magazine in first class, and it says AI on the front page, and we got to do this. It's like we talked about this before, and I went to the hackathon thing. Listen to me talk to thing.
I think I'm rubbing off on you too.
Yeah,
with my bad habits.
But, you plug it in where it's needed. So that's one thing. Here we go. Thing. Plug it in where it's needed. Don't think it's going to replace the world.
Yeah.
And that's a 2026 tip for you. Going in as a New Year's resolution, use AI where it's smart. Versus like I got to use it. I got to be that person. So I'm laying people off to build an AI, genetic AI call center for my business. People like people. They don't like bots. So
it's true. And then one more thing along those lines, related to AI is that I think. You're seeing a lot of content now that really sticks out like a sore thumb that's AI generated. Like the videos on YouTube with that same 5 voices. Like I'm hearing them in ads, I'm hearing them in
sounds
videos.
like a Drake song.
Yeah, like we were talking about before, but even now like Notebook LM, when that first came out, and before everybody knew about it and everyone was using it, we used it to create a couple videos. We created some videos based on our blog posts, and it was a cool feature. But now I go into Spotify, and it's like, hey, it's the couple from Notebook LM that are doing. Like, I'm all excited. I'm like, oh, I thought I found a good podcast. And instead of it being boring. 2 real people, I mean, it's good if you don't know, but it's kind of like it's like you pull the curtain back. And then you realize what's behind the scenes, and it just kind of takes a lot of the magic away from it.
It does.
So,
it's too robotic.
Very.
So any other resolutions at all? Do we cover you, or are we good?
Yeah, I mean, I think we probably gave the Hotshots enough insight on what we're all going to be doing in 2026. So.
Perfect. Yeah, I got to be a little more strategic with my networking. I think that's a big thing with me, and time management is so key. Productive versus busy is big. So let's shoot into shotgun market like a hot shot to some predictions for founders, marketers, and creators. What's your reputation? Your reputation's so key.
It is really
because one bad day that you have with a customer could kill you, right?
I've seen so many careers get destroyed by one bad interaction, and it's like, I hate to use this as an analogy, but it's kind of like a car crash. Everything's fine, and one split-second decision can
kill it. So literally. Just be careful, be guarded. I always give this tip a lot when you're talking to people, whether it's customers, clients. Don't overthink. Don't overtalk. Don't give too much information. Because sometimes if you give too much information, your reputation suffers. You might have said the wrong thing.
Right.
And it could kill you. So you got to be careful. That's a 2026 hotshot tip right there. Yeah. And be authentic is another one.
So getting back to your overthinking and overtalking, I was listening to an audio program from a best-selling author, and he has his own company, and he told a story about how he had a wonderful interview with a woman.
Yeah.
And then as they were leaving the office, as he was walking her out making small talk, she starts cutting into that at the time, the current president, not current now, but the president at the time of the United States made a comment about how she thought he was, this and that. And the guy that was interviewing her is like, he goes, I'm a big fan of his, of the
Yeah.
president. So he ended up not offering her the job because of that.
Oh boy, see, reputation.
So I mean, like
Yeah.
but that's like it goes back to like not over talking and not overthinking when when you're having these things, and yeah, your reputation, that should not be a reason to not hire somebody. I personally would not do stuff that way,
Yeah,
but
but you don't know.
you find out like we talked about something. It's probably inappropriate to share on this show, but like people make mistakes, people do the wrong things, and one issue, maybe having a few too many drinks and leaving the bar and driving home, getting pulled
Not
over,
good stuff, man.
that can
Yeah.
ruin, I've seen that ruin people's careers. I've seen people not get jobs because of it. So
Don't be drunk on your interview.
that should go without saying.
So that's another tip for the. How about let's get back into like local partnerships, community-driven marketing search. So you're a marketer, and we talk about networking again. Yeah, it's nothing like partnering. I really like partnering. Like your company, you think about JVS Solutions. You're not going to do everything.
Right.
You just can't, right? So one big tip for 2026, especially if you're a solopreneur out there or even a company with less than 10 employees, you may not have all the skill sets you need. I love partnerships. Partner with other companies that kind of cover it, and you do some sort of affiliate agreement with each other or whatever it is. And then community-driven marketing. So what that is, of course, is networking events. I encourage everyone out there, start your own group. I need the competition. It's just you need shaking hands goes such a long way, and it's fun when you're the driver, the builder of a community. It's fun, and then you become a resource. So, a couple of good tips there, just as the new year.
Yeah. I think partnerships are really key. I mean, we've partnered with. I have several friends in the web design industry. So we've partnered with a few of them on projects, and it's great. In fact, we're in the middle of a project now that we're partnering with another local business, and it's been incredible working with their team as well.
Yeah.
But there's a lot to be said for their strength in numbers. So when you have those strategic partnerships. Sometimes they don't work out, but when they do, it's pretty cool. So
yeah, so that's I would say you get bored with your family this week, the holidays.
Find a strategic partner.
Start writing some stuff down. Some people you want to partner. Well, I would back it up. What do you need to build? Like what's your growth plan for your business? What do you if you're tackling new markets, you're offering a new service, and then who's the best at that? And partner with them, or at least get mentorship from them.
Right.
What's another one? Founders. Let's see. What about founders who build trust and relationships? Trust. Know, like, and trust.
Yeah, and I mean, trust is a hard thing these days. It's just the people you think you can trust, you find out that you really can't. Sometimes it's a tough world out there.
It is.
And I mean, it's you see it in the corporate world all the time. It's like you think you can trust your employer, you get laid off.
Oh.
You think you can trust your employees, they steal from you. It's one of those tough things. And I mean, I worked many years for TJX. And
do you still get the discount?
No.
No.
Well, actually, I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah, you should go in the store. See,
I
I'm James Feudo.
I did my
What's my
early
discount? No?
But at TJX, I mean, one of the things we always talked about was integrity. So that carried over into JVF when I started it. Integrity is our number one value, core value. With loyalty being
should be everybody's value.
It should, but integrity is it's tough.
Yeah.
It's something that when you're in a situation and you have that opportunity, nobody's looking, that's really when you test your integrity.
Yeah.
Like I can go into so many examples, but I'm not, I think about when I was a kid, gas station, the guy handed me, I gave him like a $10 bill and he gave me like a $20 bill back. He's supposed to give me like $5.
I would have ran.
But I'm like, hey, wait a sec. You gave me the wrong change. I could have easily gone out.
Yeah,
you know.
no. I'm terrible. I didn't mean that, by the way. I didn't mean
but
that.
I mean, we're joking. But I mean, I know you're joking. But like, in all seriousness, I was probably like 16, 17 years old when that happened. And to me, it's just like instinctively, I knew that was the right thing to do.
Yeah.
And it's like that's when that's when you make or break yourself. So like, just keep an eye out for stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Am I doing the right thing? And it's like that's the thing. It's like when you do it when it's toughest, everything gets easier after that, and you'll be happy that you did the right thing. So that's a big thing about integrity in relationships, and your clients see that too. Like we've had clients overpay, and then I call them up. I'm like, sometimes it's a little bit, sometimes it's a lot. I'm like, by the way, you overpaid your bill.
And then you see they had a bankruptcy notice and you really feel guilty.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, they overdrew for their... No, but we've had that happen a few times. And it's like, I call them up and I'm like, by the way, your invoice was for this amount. You actually paid this amount. So, I'm going to either refund it to you or it's going to come off your next bill. So.
Cool. All right. And then... more Hotshot tips. So, how about picking a flagship offer? Like, do you have a flagship offer you're thinking of doing for Q1?
We do. We're going to just expand what we have, what we call our, and I want to use the right word for it. It's our business plan, but we call it JVF Essentials. Not Essentials. Sorry, Elevate.
Elevate.
Yeah,
I like that. Elevate. You got elevate. I love that word.
Yeah.
Just take it to the next level. How about your digital reputation? I got this tool through my company that I can actually scan for your digital reputation, reviews, Google.
That's really cool.
Yeah, so definitely see me for that. But that's something you should probably do in 2026.
Yeah,
is you want to check your listings. It's like where are you searchable on the internet, and also get an idea of what people are saying about you. Goes back to reputation.
I mean, I always tell people, Google yourself,
Yeah, well, now it's like perplexity yourself.
Yeah, Go into Perplexity.
That's been I've been using Perplexity a lot more than Chat or Copilot. But
Perplexity is really interesting.
Yeah, so Perplexity, if you're sick of Chat GPT, I say it the wrong way, Copilot and all that. Perplexity is a good one. And then I'm going to put my networking hat on.
Yeah.
Right? And so, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays. This week, we're going into the new year now, last episode of the year. Everybody's on that, let's fire things up. So you want to be front and center in everyone's email box with a Happy New Year. What are you building this year? Ask them what they're doing and how can you help. Email, or could be a phone message if you love cold calling, whatever you do. That's a big tip for the new year, is to reconnect with your network, right? How about planning? People do annual plans. Are you a big fan of annual plans, or you like doing quarterly plans?
In this industry, it's very, very difficult to do annual plans because there's just too many unknowns.
Things change, yeah.
I mean, AI just completely disrupted the last 2 years, especially this year. So, it made us change our approach in so many different ways. So, and even this podcast, when I started off 2025, I had no idea we'd be sitting here at the end of the year, you and I, episode 29,
Yeah, and we had those little stupid mics on us before. Yeah. Now we got this stereo system.
Yeah, we got the Behringer set up. And
so I'm about to plan quarterly plans too, because we're in an agile world now.
Yeah,
and that's what agile and
you got to be able to pivot.
Yeah, pivot. So be ready for that this year, and then we're creating a repeatable systems big. Is there a process that you just seem like I'm just getting sick of it? Automate it. That's where AI could come in, right?
Yeah.
Whether it's onboarding, outreach to potential clients. Are you thinking of doing anything like that?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I look at a lot of our processes and I'm like, what can I automate? There's, especially admin processes. I mean, I've been automating a lot of my bookkeeping, which has been great.
Mm-hmm.
That's been really, really helpful.
I hate bookkeeping.
I know.
It's that time of year again, isn't it?
Yeah.
We got to go see our buddy, the accountants.
Yeah. In fact, I just saw mine last week. I got to shout out Jason. He's a great guy.
I think it's Jim, his partner. That's my accountant. Same firm, right?
Yeah.
Right on the Union Ave here in
Potter
Metro
and
West.
Zabo. Yep. Sorry, Jason and Jim. We're going to shout you guys out.
Shout out. You better give me money back this year. That's all I can say.
No, Jason's great, and he, that's one of the things that I think a lot of people don't really like about being a business owner is that, I mean, you can hire a bookkeeper, you can do a lot of that stuff, but you really got to understand your finances, and that's not the most fun and sexy part of business ownership.
Yeah.
But it's essential. So
you have to, or else Uncle Sam will go after you. Uncle Sam will be after you.
Although I am going to shout out one of our clients, Windy City Tax Relief out in John Jones out in Chicago.
Yeah.
Well, I got to meet when I was out in Chicago this summer. We got to have breakfast together. John,
you go to anywhere good? Any good Chicago
There
breakfast?
are so many. Let me tell you, the food in Chicago, I ate at, 7 or 8 different
Pizza?
restaurants. I don't even know if I had
You
pizza.
didn't have pizza in Chicago?
I don't think I had pizza while I was in Chicago.
I have to shout quick diversion. Shout out for pizza, Rhode Island, North Providence, Rhode Island, Twins Pizza. Wow.
Is that near level 99 at all?
No, that's in Providence. No, this is North Providence,
Okay.
separate city.
I was going to say when I go.
Well,
with
we
you
got
there.
Twins for one of our recent events, and then Heather and I went there last night. And pepperoni, olive, and roasted peppers on this, and it was like silk eating this pizza. You would like it. You're a pizza guy.
Yeah, I love.
We'll have to
pizza.
go there. If we go to a little roadie event this year,
Yeah,
I'll have to take you to Twins.
Yeah, we'll
shout out to
definitely go.
Twins. Places. One more thing about Twins, they had jukeboxes there. I posted on my Instagram. If you see my Instagram, AMC Biz Health out there, you'll see I had a post at my pizza and with a jukebox in front of it.
Oh my goodness, that reminds me of what was it, Johnny Rockets? Remember those diners where they used to have them on the table?
Yeah.
And you could go in and play a song. And
Yeah, it was awesome stuff. So yeah, we talk about repeatable systems. Showing up somewhere weekly. I'm a big proponent of LinkedIn newsletters on LinkedIn. Doing a newsletter. This is stuff we're talking about. We're rattling off some things today, for your new year. Stuff that you can do to kind of get you fired up for the new year. Networking events, being a guest on a podcast. Don't worry. We know we're getting, I don't say overwhelmed, but we're getting some great feedback, folks that want to be on our podcast. So I think, let's see, what's 21 weeks into the year? That's like May? So probably starting in May, we'll be having guests.
Right.
Yeah, so we'll be doing that.
Well, the other thing, too, is that we have actually snuck out more than one episode in a week. So
You're not supposed to say that, James.
We've done that.
Yeah, no.
But it's funny. There's a bunch of people from over the weekend that reached out to be guests that I have to reply back to. So you'll see those things going.
My niece's new boyfriend wants to be a guest. I was like, what value?
I was going to say, remember the phrase, everybody and their uncle? Now it's like everybody and their boyfriend.
He's a good dude. He's from Louisiana. Met him yesterday.
We'll have to have him on. It'll be fun.
He's a cool dude.
Have him come up to the ham for his... Into the podcast.
So, and then when you talk about metrics that matter...
Yeah.
All right, this is a good one. I'm giving him a quiz. Watch this. We're going to say, what matters the most? Revenue, leads, or retention?
Oh my goodness. That's a tough one.
Ultimately, what?
Ultimately, I mean, you can't have a business without revenue. So
revenue
is I think the most critical. But it's kind of like better, cheap, fast. Pick two of the. It's like you need often all of them to do a good job.
Well, leads and retention. You want to retain your
clients, and then you need a pipeline of people coming in. So I mean, they're all important, but I think revenue is
ultimately. I in fact, when I interview marketers, I just filled a marketing role. One of my first questions, what's the most important thing you need to do as a marketer is increase revenue for the company. Ultimately, that's the biggest thing.
That's the goal.
And then let's land that plane, man. We're rocking. We're firing these things off like a hotshot today. But we have a listener challenge.
Yeah, I mean we have something that we want you to do within the first 10 days.
Man, homework.
2020.
You guys got homework.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. What is it?
Let's start out by reaching out to 10 people within 10 days.
10 people. You should be, yeah. That's
I think
a
that's
minimum.
easy.
That's
enough
an
to
easy
do.
thing. Maybe one a day. Wow.
Yeah,
That's easy.
One a day.
5 minutes.
It's like doing the treadmill for 5 minutes a day.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyone can do that.
I want to. Are you going to be doing the treadmill this year?
I'm going to
You
be.
better do some free weights. Free weights is the way to go.
I am going to get fully back into my routine.
We'll check with him in March. What do you think?
Jeff's going to make me do a podcast in a tank top in the summer.
Yeah, we'll see how cut he is.
Yeah.
So, and then how about publishing some new content?
Yeah, try and get at least 3 pieces of content out in that first 10 days.
Yeah, and then this is the big one I was talking about, our nice tool from Thrive to do, cleaning up your online presence.
That's true. Go out there, do an audit. I recommend that you do it quarterly.
Yeah.
See what people are saying about you.
Definitely reach out to me on that. And then, wow. So it's the end of the year, James. 2025 is giving it a wrap here. What a year.
It has definitely
I'm
been
actually
interesting.
folding the sheet for the year right here, putting it right there. So
We should frame these and post them all around.
it'll be like new wallpaper in the studio here.
Yeah.
So definitely follow us, marketlikeahotshot.com website. You get that hoodie for these cold New England winters. And, we're on Spotify, Amazon, Apple, iHeartRadio, and
YouTube. So
you want to see these beautiful Italian faces. YouTube on the AIMC Business Solutions. I got too many freaking companies. And then JVF Solutions website. I got a playlist on my AMC Business Solutions YouTube channel for Market Like a Hot Shot. All the episodes there.
Yeah.
So if you're bored with your family for the new year, just stop playing that, put it on repeat, and tell your friends.
Yeah, and you can also see all the videos at marketlikeahotshot.com.
Wonderful
And should we
website.
tease about the big new feature on the website that's coming in 2026?
We have a coming soon, James. What is that?
You're going to learn like a hotshot. We're going to actually take a lot of this training and a lot of the tips that Jeff and I have put together throughout the years, and we're going to, at a very low introductory rate,
Very low.
very low, very reasonable,
Yeah, we're gonna
pocket change.
we're gonna have some modules, some training modules
Yeah.
for you to learn how to not only be a great marketer, a great networker,
And great communicator.
great communicator, and an awesome entrepreneur.
Absolutely.
What do you think?
Love it.
All right, let's sign off 2025. Have a good day. MarketLikeAHotshot.com. James Feudo, Jeff DeSocio. Have a good day.